Mheshimiwa Beatrice Elachi to say something, and Mheshimiwa Yusuf to say something. Please pass the mic through to them.
Your Excellency, the Deputy President, my apologies for coming in later. We had a bill to finish in Parliament. But having said that, Your Excellency, first, I want to take this opportunity to thank you to just calling us as Nairobians to come and discuss this matter, which I know is now a disaster that we are about to call it a national disaster, not just for Nairobi, but I think for the whole country. And more importantly, just looking down in the morning when we wake up and we looked at Mathare, and I think many people, women, children, have just gone with that water because everything is submerged. But having said that, I know we have to get solutions. And Your Excellency, one of the things that I've always looked in Nairobi, and we have taken we've just decided to be bad people, I will say that, is that we decided ourselves that people can build anywhere they would wish, Your Excellency, and just leave it. And because we have received money or something, and we leave our people in the worst when it comes now to disasters of water, and this is where we are now, Your Excellency. I will tell you, Nairobi River starts from up. So even if we are discussing, we have to look at from the south, Dagoretti South coming down, because the water comes from there. And the worst is the garbage, Your Excellency. If we don't deal with that garbage issue and make sure it is not thrown into the waters, into the drainages, then we are just saying what we are saying, and in the end we will find ourselves in the same challenge. So we must deal with the garbage first. And that garbage, at the people at night when water is there, they throw it. Right now, Your Excellency, we have compounds in Lavington with dogs dead, cats, diapers, all sorts of manner of things. And I have called to the county, which I have worked with, and I am disappointed. And Your Excellency, we must re-agree as Nairobi. Some functions must come back to the national government. I know you will say no, but you are not performing for Nairobians. You are not performing. Go and perform. Go and perform for us. We can't live the way people are living now and tell us you are able with your functions. You have failed. So for me, I won't veer here. I came exactly to tell you, go and function as Nairobi County to see us happy as we pay our resources. You say no when you give us good things. We say yes, we want the national government when you are not performing. It is as simple as that. And the second one, Your Excellency, is as much as we are fighting all this, we need a few support for the people who don't have anything right now. We want the government to help us with food, with blankets, with the short-term solutions. Then we go to the long-term, Your Excellency. As I finalize, we are still with you on the issue of alcohol to our young people. That one, we are also not relenting, and we will support everything. I repeat, county government, perform for Nairobians before we start collecting signatures to close you down. Thank you. I am there performing in Dagoretti North.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa Elachi, for your candid feedback. Now we go to Mheshimiwa Hassan.
Thank you for the opportunity. I want to acknowledge our Deputy President and all the other dignitaries. And I wanted to apologize also for coming a bit late. I was a victim of the climate change. A number of trees had fallen on my street, including a transformer, and I wasn't able to get out this morning as I planned. And I must say that I want to say that I fully support the Nairobi River Commission and the work the Deputy President is doing to clean up our rivers. As a Nairobian, I fully remember Nairobi as a beautiful city to grow up. Nairobi River was a clean river. We used to go and swim there. We used to fish there. And some people might say that this might be fiction, but I have lived at a time when we had safe drinking water on our taps. And everything had changed when I came back after many years. And our city is completely dysfunctional. And this is not something I blame on the current government of our county. It is a historical problem that has been going on. Poor planning, mismanagement, corruption, it's piled up. It's a city really that needs to be fixed very seriously. And we may not be able to do everything about Nairobi at the moment, but at least the least we can do is clean up our rivers, remove the garbage. There's garbage everywhere. There's sewage pouring everywhere. And this morning I woke up and I was talking to my community in Kamkunji. Bridges on the river have been swept, footbridges on the rivers have been swept away. Whole communities along the river have been displaced. And there's a real crisis. And I think we need to really focus on crisis management and disaster response. Even when I called KPLC this morning, that number, nobody picks up that number. You call the Nairobi City County, there's an emergency number, nobody picks up that number. So there is a dysfunctionality and there is a crisis, and I think we need to admit it. And unless we can change that, Nairobi can never be fixed. Mr. Deputy President, I also want to appeal to you on the alcohol, illicit alcohol. Nothing is happening in the informal settlements of Kamkunji. These brews are made in huge numbers. You see people being supplied with them. And then the other thing that I also thought is that you had put a ban on the demolition of people's settlements and people markets. And this week, the Nairobi County demolished 300 stalls in Kikomba to make space for fire station. The people of Kikomba want a fire station. But Mr. Deputy President, they don't want to be displaced. There's enough space to put 2 fire stations in the market. We don't understand why 3,000 people would be removed from their livelihoods and from their homes. And every member who has been removed from there has a family, has food to put on the table, has fees to pay, has rents to pay. They're human beings. So I also urge you to look at that particular issue, because there is enough space. But those 3,000 people who've been displaced should be returned so that they can continue their livelihood in the market. Thank you. Thank you for listening, and all the best with the Nairobi Commission, and we fully support your work.
All right, thank you. I now call upon Brigadier